Hello there, Leo. My name's Frankie. I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient, medium, and an empath. This reading's going to be for Leo for March of 2021. For everybody who's new out there, I pull 4 cards for the month. Use the bottom card on the deck for an overall view of the month, and we'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading, hopefully to bring everything together for us. Now, I am an empath, so I have a weird speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you while I'm doing the reading. It makes all you Leos named Frankie, I suppose, for the time of the reading. Look at your moon sign and your rising sign. You get a more comprehensive view of the month, and I don't think the cards will go week by week. I think they'll blend in and out throughout the month like a theme for the month. Now, we have good words. They are courage, kindness, spontaneity, obedience, and strength. Kind of interesting because I think we actually have really good cards here, except this one on the bottom. And it's actually not a bad card because it's the 4 of Cups. And if you think about it, comes out after the 3 of Cups. And that's the party, celebrate, party hardy card, which makes everything like, bleh. This is the after effect of the 3 of Cups card. So this 4 Cups energy is a card of like apathy. It kind of represents this state of being withdrawn from everything, being in a state of apathy because of kind of like the hectic crap that happened with the 3 of Cups. Maybe it's time to be by myself. I want to get alone. I want out of the day before I have to go back into the daily grind every single minute. Card of withdrawing our emotions from some type of situation that we've been going through, maybe after a really intense involvement in it. Sometimes we need some space, just period, some space to be ourselves. So there's a feeling of the letdown with this card after the build up, like postpartum blues. That's just an example, that blah feeling that goes with this 4 of Cups. Look at his head. He has sat there staring ahead of him for so long that his hair's so dirty he's growing ivy right out of his head. Look at that. That's just sad. Here's 3 full cups sitting beside him. There's that hand in the clouds, the hand of source or the universe coming out and saying, what is it you want to put your thoughts into? What is it you want to fill this cup up with? So you have to face, this is like facing the daily grind, nitty gritty crap of making everything work for everyone, all concerned. And then it's just like, okay, I had enough. I need to sit down. But this is a card that we can utilize, like that drifting, dreamy state where we just go into ourselves and decide to think about what's my next step, or what am I going to do? What is it I want out of my life? And utilizing this apathy or this downtime for maybe a particular purpose or for some kind of other reasoning that may be something that we want more, or feel like perhaps, I want something more out of life. So filling that cup up with the something more that I feel like maybe I'm missing in my life, that's not there or not catching up to me, is what I want to say, or not catching up to me as fast as I would generally like it to. Because we Leos, we would really prefer if everything got done yesterday. And if it didn't get done yesterday, we'll kind of do it ourselves. It's basically that type of energy. We get so generous sometimes that we bypass our own common sense in the giving and things like that. So we get wore out from it eventually. You know, I think maybe we should have got the giving and receiving card that Cancer got, not learning that I'm entitled to receive just as easily as I can give. And we do a lot of giving, because next comes up the Queen of Pentacles, and that's not us. That's more earth energy. So it's going to be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy, male or female. This is a person. It may be a person outside of us, or maybe we're being called forward to stand in this kind of energy. The Queen of Pentacles uses money, respects money as a tool, but they don't worship it. It's not the be-all and end-all. So this is a generous person, right, in our lives, a very generous person that is an excellent manager of money, someone who would be a good advisor about anything that is financial, because they're practical, extremely well-grounded, wants to see the money or the funds that they give produce some kind of tangible result. If it's not a person, it represents harvest after much labor, security, the acquisition of wisdom through experience, and I believe the prudent use of wealth. I think a lot of times we Leos don't think about prudent use of wealth, you know. Not, we like nice things, that kind of energy, but I mean the prudent use means, am I using this wisely? So if I was thinking of the Queen of Pentacles, like maybe a loan person in a bank, they're going to give me a loan, they're going to want all the backup, you know, that I've done my due diligence, that I can really afford to make the payment. All that kind of energy comes around that. And what am I going to basically do with the funds that they're giving me afterwards? So they'd be able to ask all the right questions. I'd have to be able to go in as an example. This is like an example of that, and give them the right answers that they need. How much do I owe? What do I have coming in? All that kind of energy goes around the Queen of Pentacles. But they're smart. If I needed help with something, they'd be the one that would stand up and come right forward and actually help me, you know? Give me whatever it is that I'm needing. If I had all my ducks in a row is what I'm hearing, you know, like all the information. Now we got the Two of Cups. Actually, we have 3 cups out of 5 cards. So we got a lot of emotional energy this month going on, because the Two of Cups is any kind of one-on-one relationship. It comes after the Ace of Cups, which is the new beginning in something emotional or in love energy. So it's some kind of a partnership, some type of a union of some sort, you know, where harmony's in the air, where it's like the honeymoon stage of the relationship and everything seems really good, really right. And so alternatively, though, an old love with this card can become a new love, or be more balanced with some new kind of harmony if it is actually a love relationship. But it can be maybe a partnership with the Queen of Pentacles type energy, or the next one card that's coming up there, that kind of partnership could be. So there's, whether it's love or it's friendship, let's say, or a partnership, it means that we are the mutual admiration society. Oh, honey, you're wonderful. Oh, no, dear, you're wonderful. You're the best. Normally, this refers to some type of union, you know, that is a love relationship, a union like that. But it can, a lot of times, refer to any kind of a friendship or maybe even a business partnership where everything's going just right and everybody, is how I want to say it, is kind of on the same page. They know their strengths, they know their weaknesses, like our word down here. They're kind, they are obedient. Let's get the job done and work together in some kind of uniform manner that is for the benefit of all. So that's really a good energetics to go right along with this reading. This could be a love reading, and maybe the celebration was because I got out of something, that came, what brought the Four of Cups energy to us. It could be something like that, because next we have the Queen of Cups. Now that's going to be water energy, so it's still not us, but the Queen of Cups is going to be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy, once again, male or female, because these are general readings. You can't tell who's who in a general reading. So for some of us, this might be a straight on love relationship reading, getting out of one and I'm wore out because I got out of it, and going from the Queen of Pentacles to the Queen of Cups energy, or the vice versa, that type of thing. But this is a person that is very, very loving. Kind of the attitude of being very receptive and being very approachable. So it can represent any kind of kindly, like our word down there, person in our life, someone usually with water in their chart, So it can be this, actually, if I'm a man watching this reading, this could represent the woman that I'm in love with. So it's creative energy. They could be artists. They could be like, trying to think of examples. A visionary, someone with visionary tendencies, highly developed intuitively. This is a real strong clairvoyant or a psychic, but they temper their intuition, right, with mature judgment and with common sense. So if it's not us, it's a situation around us that usually is concerning something we're thinking about that might be a creative endeavor, or something that has an emotional overtone around us that is really important to us, and it's very positive, or our feelings around that energy are very positive, is what I want to say. So whatever it is, when we come out of this like spot where we're being guided, if we fill this cup with what we want, that information's going to come to us really rapidly. Because now, whether it's financial or love relationship, something like this, because next we have the Eight of Rods energy, and that's movement towards our goals, which are assured. So it's quick movement. It's time to follow through on whatever it is we've already put into motion, and to make the plans for the next move. So we've shot our arrows into the air. What am I aiming for, right? And they are aimed directly at their target. So it's time for action, initiating the next phase of whatever it is we're doing in our lives, initiating the next phase of it, whether it's an enterprise or something like this. It can really relate to like air travel, landings, considerable air travel, or some type of travel. It's hard to travel by air right now, but landings, taking off again, departures, back and forth, very busy, hopeful time, but it moves extremely fast. So March is going to go pretty darn fast for us. When we get this Eight of Rods energy, we are to establish the role that we want to play, right? Establish it and stop the roles that we no longer want to play anymore. And that's part of using that, maybe the apathy card, this Four Cups energy, to know who I am. What don't I actually want to do anymore, and decide what is it that I actually am moving towards and want, basically, in my life. And that's a strong energy when you're thinking about it, especially if it's moving really fast and I have some kind of idea what I want, you know? If I have that idea, I'd be filling that cup that's coming out of the clouds from the universe or from God. And you better do it, Leo. We have the word spontaneity down there, and we got the angel card says go for it. So I guess we better go for it. It says your prayers and positive expectation have been heard and they're answered. We've been working with you on this situation since its genesis. We continue to watch over you and everyone involved. Stay on your present path and it will take you far. Well, that's pretty good energy to go with this reading, especially with that Eight of Rods coming up right in between, or right at the end of it. It says, you drew this card as an encouragement for the situation you're asking about. The angels reassure you of a positive outcome, provided you continue to pour love and guided action into the situation. Don't hesitate. Now is the right time. You're on the right path. The idea you have is divinely inspired, and the angels foresee a successful outcome. Well, that's a good use of that Four of Cups. And anyone I'm walking in that mutual aid society for, that would be on my side to help me get moving forward. And we have these two people cards in here that could help me and add to my strength. Well, Leo, that's our reading for this month. I want to tell you all thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, and for your comments. I read every single one of them. I really appreciate them. If anybody wants to know more about me or just neb about me, or if you need an appointment, all of the information's over at the website, and that's down below the screen in the About section. Over at the website are two short videos. One explains a prayer class, the other the sutra classes I put out for you. The prayer class tells you how to format prayers, why you do them the way you do. Sutra classes are just simple thought forms. You put in a meditation, it takes 5 minutes a day, and it enhances the clear perceptions dramatically. But videos that explain them are over at the website. So to all of you I've met for 5 whole years of doing YouTubes now, and everybody I've met through 33 years of doing this work, I want to tell you all it's been an honor, privilege, and a pleasure to serve you, and hopefully I will see you back here next month. Bye-bye.